I already sent you the. Oh, that's the logs. Yeah, my bad. Logs. That's logs. Okay.
Unless it's the same demo, unless it's the same demos that I looked at last time, then there's
No,
no
no.
point.
This one is different.
Okay then.
By the way, what other maps do you recommend to us beside product and upward?
Well, the current maps on rotation are kind of difficult for new players, for payload at least. So I guess maybe like visual,
Okay.
like maybe visual for payload, and then if you want, you can try maybe like Warmtic. So again, like these are not as beginner friendly. So cost itself is like generally kind of the same. It's just the layouts and stuff have different priorities based on like the classes and stuff.
I see. I see.
So yeah, like Asheville is more of like a flank heavy map. Warmtic is very much sniper and like sniper and soldier focused kind of deal. And then Prude is just chaos.
I see.
So yeah, tell me when you have the demo.
I think I already sent you the demos.
You,
In here, in the
where?
VC. In VC's chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could send them.
Yeah. I sent them
Right.
here.
Okay, I'll download them real quick.
How about Borneo?
Borneo can be quite tough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it depends on what you're focusing on mainly, I guess. Because when it comes to Vigil, it's like a very fast map, so you need to make sure that you don't get rolled. But when it comes to things like Borneo is like more complex, I would say, just because of the fact that it plays out kind of differently, and or at least I would say it plays out kind of differently since there's like it's very weird with its points and its chokes. So like doing the pushes and stuff can be very awkward, as well as like defending them.
I
An
see.
example of that being like second. Second is pretty annoying because like you can have a gun in corners, the flanks are up as well. Then you can't really do anything. It's kind of just like sniper shoots the other sniper, and you guys just like kind of try and peek, and then the combo tries to go in through a choke point, which is difficult to push through. And the flanks won't do nothing because they can't do anything there.
I see.
It's not really that great.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, Fate told me to for us to try new maps rather than sticking to product and upward.
Yeah, yeah, you can. You can.
What about Swiftwater?
It's a photo rotation. I know. I was looking at your map thing and it didn't. So I was like maybe I got the map wrong. If
I
Swiftwater is inside, then it's also very different from like Upward or Badwater or Visual even. Because when it comes to Swiftwater, your second point is like definitely the most different. So because of how different the second point is, it might be difficult for you guys to like learn that because it strays away from the fundamentals that you know at the moment. So I'm trying. So yeah, generally the maps that like the closest to like the standard, I guess like payload, like layout, I guess, or like the way that generally it's played, is going to be just like Badwater, Upward, somewhat Vigil. Borneo is different, and Swiftwater are both quite different. So yeah, and then Steel is probably the most like difficult map for a team to learn, just like straight up.
I heard Warmtic will be played next season, but it will likely be rotated out.
Yeah, but Warmtic is like a slightly better. Warmtic is a slightly better map to learn, I think. It's a bit more beginner friendly.
Okay, we can try Warmtic next time.
I don't see the live streaming.
No, it's just that this is taking a fucking long time to download, and I didn't get the demos in advance, so I couldn't download them before.
Oh, my
But I
bad.
guess in the meantime, if you want, I can just
Okay.
do a quick overview of Warmtic and maybe Borneo or visual, depending on what you want. So I'll do that first while waiting for the
Yeah,
demos.
I think maybe we want to play a different map next time. Maybe Borneo and Warmtic.
Yeah, sure.
Or because you said Borneo is entirely different from other payload maps.
Not entirely different, just it is a lot. It is different in the sense where
Okay.
it's like a lot longer, or it can be a lot longer, and the holds and stuff are a bit more awkward. So in terms of how you actually play it out, it's not as similar.
Okay.
Since Borneo is a hard map.
Oh, okay. So other than Upward and Borneo, which is newbie friendly to play.
Upward is pretty newbie friendly in comparison. Visual can be quite rough if you play against like players that are a lot better than you.
Okay.
But I say it's a lot easier than Borneo, in my opinion.
Okay. So Vigil is easier than Borneo.
Yeah, in the map rotation. I'd say Swiftwater is also easier than Borneo, though. It's not as, I guess, intuitive because of the fact that it's played somewhat differently. My TF2 is broken. I had to restart. Yes, sir.
Okay. How do we improve our communication, our comms? What do you suggest?
I can go over like the priority of comms, I guess, like, or like what you should be calling, who should be calling, and like when, I guess, because it's also important to know like what's important in this situation. Oh. All right. All right. So I'll just quickly boot up Warmtic, I guess, for now.
Okay,
Warmtic's
sure.
the easiest.
And I think we have about like 2 months before next season start.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't keep track of the seasons and stuff.
Okay.
So, I'll just go over Warmtic real quick, then. I'm not waiting for the demos to download.
Yeah, I see. Warmtic is most played in ETF2L.
Come on, sorry. My friend is asking if he can help out with the demo review and Maptalk thing. You guys okay with it?
Sure, why not?
Sure, we could use
Okay.
another person, another experienced player. I mean, we all
Alright,
are
then.
quite new. we can learn a thing or two from you
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, sure. But he's also like pretty much not really active in the community. Though even though I'm still playing because I'm playing for the guy, he hasn't been in a team or anything for like a fair while. But he used to be my teammate in ASD, so I guess that
Well,
counts.
well, I mean, you guys, your experience is much valuable for us.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
though you guys are already retired or haven't been playing at all for a long time.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Can your other two people be in the stream?
Is
the way.
he in the chat or is he in?
I invited him to the server, so I don't know if he's
Okay.
joined yet.
All right. Let me see if he's already in the server.
No, he's not. It doesn't matter. For now, I guess he'll ping one of you for now. But yeah, can Galaxy get in?
Okay.
Stop touching the cat. I'm shutting mama. You can't hit me. Yeah,
Hello?
this one actually
How many of your players is in the stream?
Five.
Alright, then I guess I'll just start without him.
Yeah, just start. I mean, it's already getting.
I don't feel like wasting more time.
Yeah.
Anyways. So essentially, okay. So with Warmtic, generally, when it comes to like, okay, I'll go over the callouts first. So
Okay.
sorry, got a message. Okay, yeah, my friend's in the channel already. You can. Yeah, Galaxy, can you join the stream, please?
Who's?
Alright, never mind. I guess you should ignore me. So
Okay.
yeah, can you pull my friend in? He's in the server.
Yeah.
He's in a public chat. He's in the public
Yeah.
channel. Alright. Okay, anyways, yeah, I'll just get over the callouts first. So essentially this is this area here is called apps, apartments. It's short for apartments. Generally you're gonna be expecting like a sniper and heavy to be up here most of the time. So yeah, that's basically apps. It's a big sideline here, and it can be kind of countered with like either soldier spam or demo spam. But yeah,
Server IP?
I'm not on a server.
The local. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a server to use. So, anyways, so that's called apps. This is called drop down. Heavies can hit glitch up here and just kind of like shoot the point, as well as this could be a point where scouts or heavies can drop down to kind of like flank you guys. So keep this in mind. It's not really so much of like a main area, but it's just a spot you guys should be watching. Spies can also come through here.
I think it's much better if you just do it like combo side than flank side. You shouldn't like dump it all in at once.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really know like which players on the flanks are here or the combo and stuff. This is kind of like not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So yeah, this is under. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory how under works. This is just point. You can call this ramp. If you want to get specifics in the callouts, this spot right here is called jail. This is mainly just like used for heavies to like peek out or maybe spies. This is elbow or banana.
Also, this is a bit of a question. How new is this thing? So I know
Very.
what to expect. Oh, okay. Is this their
Like-
first
like-
season?
They're not playing this season. They formed during the season, so they're not.
Oh, so they're basically they're practicing before the next season. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
So yeah, this is called hut. Snipers can also be on this roof. So yeah, be careful of the
Some
south
people
end.
call this also house as well. Sometimes house, sometimes roof.
Yeah, though it can be confusing because this is also sometimes called house. I just call this
People call
bunker.
that bunker.
Yeah, I call this bunker, but some people have called this house before. This is window. Do not call this window. All right, this is apps. This is window. This here is called elbow or banana. Snipers can also be here and play during when they have one.
You guys are wondering why it's called apps. It's short for apartments.
Yeah, I already said that. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. This doesn't really have a call out, but you guys might want to be just like take note of this area because soldiers can use this to bomb in from like the wall here, or like scouts can also use this to flank by jumping across like this into apps. So
Apps.
keep that in mind though. The callout itself isn't very necessary. Yeah. So that's about it for like the main callouts that you want to focus on, and then just like playing further back. This is called, you can call this valley or grass.
Valley.
And then this area here, I like to call truck, so that you can differentiate the left and right. Though you can also just call it like left and right, so it doesn't matter as much.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the main gist of the callouts. There's not really anything else. So when it comes to rollouts, again, it's like the same thing where you want to just like queue your demo so you can be fast. Then the demo is going to be jumping out through the left side usually, and then from here the demo can maybe place another stick down and then like play in mid. So here the demo is just going to be either like landing on this ramp or playing on top of this cargo box. This is called cargo, by the way.
Cargo.
It's just an extension of apps basically. So the demo can be playing on top of here, and if the demo chooses to be up on this spot, then he can just kind of like stand up on high ground. But it's dangerous because of the fact that if he lingers here for too long, a sniper can easily just like peek out and kill him. So usually I would recommend your demo not to stay up to here too long. Maybe after rollout, after getting like a couple sticks down, you can like drop back down here like this. It's also a good idea to make sure that he doesn't feed. So once you drop down, you can like play further back so that if you need an arrow, you can just like quickly get one thing in there.
If you ask me personally speaking, if I was a demo, I won't be on cargo. I'll be on the floor instead, and I'll try to sticky trap the ramp so that the enemy demo doesn't have any leverage to get on the point, or at least their combo can't get on the point. I'd sticky this area instead.
Yeah, you can trap a point as well. It just depends on how you want to have it.
If you stand on cargo, if their sniper is faster, then you're gonna get demolished, bro. It's gonna die.
That's why I said that don't linger. Like if you want to land on there and then do something, sure, but you want to drop down fast.
Like in like 3 seconds tops, you need to go down. Otherwise, the sniper will see your head and just you die.
Yep. So yeah, no. Anyways, then yeah, it's also better to stay on cargo because of the fact that you have a little bit more like room to back out of. So if you need to get an arrow or like not die, then you can just like walk back slightly like this, or like even stay like near under and then just get your arrow. Then once you're buffed, you can go back into the fight. Anyways, so yeah, that's what demo can do for rollout. For sniper can be walking up through apps like this with a heavy. And once you're in here, you can like peek out, and your heavy is just mainly going to be sitting around here, just like defending the sniper. So you can spy check. If he's low or something, you can give him buffs even. Though the medic can still buff the sniper from here, just standing at this spot. But yeah, anyways, so heavy can be playing up from here, and just kind of like defending. And then when you guys want to do a push, especially like during Uber exchanges, heavy could be revved up and getting ready to drop down from apps. Especially if they're like bunched up in elbow. So yeah, heavy is very useful, but more opportunistic of a play style up here than in other maps.
A fair bit of warning. If you're gonna drop down as heavy, you wait for your demo and the rest of your combo to go in. Do not go in front of them. You walk in behind them.
Yeah, heavy never initiates. I've said this before, but yeah, I'll reiterate it again because it's important to make sure that you guys really know that heavy never is the one walking first. You never want your heavy to lead. Your heavy is basically the anchor for your combo, or even team, depending on how you play. But essentially, the heavy is going to be like your bubble of safety, as well as like a way to follow up off your demo. So yeah, that's what heavy is supposed to be doing. Basically, like your protector. So heavy up here defends sniper, and also like can deny flankers. So like if let's say a soldier wants to jump off the cargo, the heavy's right here to deny him. Then if you need, either one of you can just hang back here to get like buffs. And yeah, spies can like decloak up here, even though this is very, very not common. Alternatively also, spies can like decloak on this spot right here, and then just like walk up. So this is why you want to be careful. Spies can decloak like here, on this bridge, like back here. So yeah, just like try to be careful when your sniper's peeking. For the rest of your combo, you're going to be going through here. Though, again, sniper, soldier, and heavy, soldier for the whip, by the way, are going to be going through apps. Then, once maybe like heavy's been whipped up to here, your soldier can come back here for buffs, while the combo's walking out through valley. Then, once your scout and your soldier have the buffs, they have a couple options. So, if soldier wants to fast bomb, then as soon as he has the buff, he can bomb from here during the mid-fight to try and get a pick, or at least to make space for your combo. And scout can either try and like help edge point and follow up, or oops, sorry. Yeah, so either scout try and like follow up, off a point. Maybe like let's say if you guys are like doing a full stack for some reason on first, maybe you have a lot of damage and you want like your demo you want to follow up off of your demo. Then your soldier and scout can just like run across while your soldier's jumping high, and then you can try to go for like a pick. Otherwise, soldier can just go for a pass bomb, maybe fade out or something to get space for your combo. Then for scout can either be helping edge point like this kind of like applying extra pressure, or can be like contesting under. Either contesting under, or even like playing an elbow, trying to just kind of like pester them and be a nuisance. For your medic is generally just going to be like staying like around here. You really want to avoid ever peeking apps because of the fact that the sideline here is like very easy for you to get killed in.
Unless
So if you ever want to
dead.
back up, the what?
I said you can
Oh.
peek. You can only peek once the sniper is dead.
Oh, sorry.
Or
I
if
didn't hear you.
maybe if like your soldier and your scout are contesting their apps.
Yeah, basically, if the sniper is called in apps, you never want to even show your hidden near apps. But if the sniper's dead or like getting contested or the sniper's called hut, then you can like peek out a little bit more aggressively like this. So again, it is dangerous. So yeah, keep that in mind. So that's usually how the mid fight is gonna go. Your pyro is gonna be staying like near your medic and like so slightly behind as well. Hopefully watching under as well as spy checking for your team. Your demo is just going to be like playing on ramp, just like spamming over here on point, trying to trap out and make space for your team. Alright?
Also during the mid fight, don't be afraid to like all in during the first moment of the mid fight because both teams should have about equal HP if you guys are playing right. Just all in, like don't be scared. That's like a mistake I see new teams make all the time, is that they're a bit too scared. This is usually a principle. Like you shouldn't be afraid during mid fight.
Yeah, because no team has an advantage or anything, so there's nothing to play off of. So you have to try and go for something here. It's kind of similar to the idea where like if you're on offense on payload, you just try to go for an Uber exchange as quickly as possible because like you have to go do something and you're wasting time. So this is basically the same idea here. So yeah, go for the mid fight and then you guys just like kind of do stuff. So whether you win or lose the mid fight, like you can back up. And also something that's important for you guys to know is that if you guys are bleeding too many players or something, your main caller or just anyone in the team really, if you need to, can call like to stop bleeding players and stabilize, so that you can have like the rest of your team kind of not continually stagger and then just like keep snowballing your disadvantage.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah. If you guys manage to win the mid fight, usually what's going to be happening is the combo will rotate into elbow. And then your NG can maybe put like a dispenser here or like here even, and then like rotate back. So then maybe put like his sentry up on this bridge.
I think engineer would usually put his sentry in banana more. It's more oftenly found in banana because wrangled sentries on this map. Oh.
It depends on what you want to focus on. Because if let's say if there's a lot of flank presence, if there's a lot of flank presence coming in and you need to contest it more, then I would recommend that you put your gun like around, like on this bridge or maybe on this corner here.
Sometimes, otherwise, when I play engineer and my teammates ask me to watch the flank more, I put it on the ramp in the middle if we have point, like right here. Yeah, so I can watch both point and behind us.
But this is if you have point.
Yeah, if we have point.
Yeah. So yeah, when your team is playing elbow and you want to focus on flanks, then you can either put your gun up here. Though if you're getting destroyed a lot, then you can try moving into a slightly more passive position. So maybe like back here or on this bridge. Alright? So yeah, that's where you're gonna have those. Teleporter can either be like here, even like in bunker, like behind here. On truck, I've seen like here even. So yeah. Also, if you go against like rat engineers, they can put their teleporter like inside of this bush. So every now and then, if you feel like they're like somehow getting behind, you can clear this out. Also very important is to make sure that you clear out bunker. So if you guys ever have to give up a lot of space and then the team has like basically a free reign over this entire area, clear out bunker every single time. There have been way too many times where I've seen players just like ignore like a heavy or something sitting inside here, and then as soon as they walk forward, they just get mowed from behind. So yeah, don't try to avoid that. Alright, okay, so yeah, that's that for engineers, like building placement. So if you want to like focus on point more, then you can definitely have like a wrangle mini sentry around peeking this area, and the sun is very, very useful.
If you're
But that's
winning
if your
very,
flanks are
very,
doing a lot.
if you're winning very, very severely and you want to just solidify your win, just go back to spawn and switch to level 3s.
Yeah, but that's
If you're
just like
winning really, really hard.
yeah, but that's if you manage to actually get like enough space and stuff to be able to just like freely build the level 3 here and let it live. So that's
Yep.
not really something you see very often. But you know, it's possible, I guess. So yeah, that's a tip if you just want to like confirm the win. Though I wouldn't really expect or even recommend you guys doing that. So yeah. Anyways, back to whatever I was saying. Yeah. So that's what you're gonna be doing on engineer. For sniper, you generally expect like on mids to either see him on apps, even sometimes even like on point like this. I've seen like terrorism or like Mugen before. I'll just peek out like this kind of and just like contest point very aggressively. Peek out from hut and also sometimes elbow, depending on how you guys want to do it. But most commonly, I would just recommend going apps for the first rollout, and then you can make your decisions on where you want to end up from afterwards.
Although personally, Angitis, I think if the enemy team is like expecting you and is like focusing you really, really hard on apps, I think you just should like change up your rollout if that's the case.
That's why I said first rollout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but like during the first rollouts, because sometimes like some teams get a bit what you call this perceptive and they notice you just roll out to ads every single mid. So
that's why it's good to try out like different rollouts and stuff. But yeah, generally I would recommend just for now, since you guys are still like trying out stuff, just try out and see how it works out for you. Again, heavy and sniper apps are pretty powerful, and if your heavy is doing a good job protecting you and stuff like that, and your team is able to take space off of your snipers like picks or presence, then it'll be like basically like a self-feeding cycle where you make space with sniper, then team walks forward, sniper gets more space, etc., etc. So yeah. So that's that for like sniper going in, and if you guys win the mid fight, you guys are gonna be positioned here. Pyro is gonna be slightly further back here. Make sure you spy check and stuff, and watch for like bombers. Though heavy is usually gonna be posted like back here. I've seen this more often, like either back here or sometimes even in jail, like this. And then heavy is just gonna be watching for bombs. Anyways, so that's that. Then Demos is going to be like up on this area here contesting. Medic's going to be hugging this wall and just kind of like sitting back healing. And then your Pyro is going to be spy checking as well as maybe reflecting projectiles, though mostly not really. Just spy checking and just like protecting the med. So that's that for combo. Then for flanks, you guys are going to be...
Can I add something before you go to flank?
Yeah, what?
When you're holding in Ana's combo, if they're over aggressive, like they're holding behind crates right here, and you have Uber add, you can Uber your heavy through drop down. Right here. And he just mows everyone down. Your scout follows up with your soldier, and then your demo and pyro come through main.
Yep.
If they're being aggressive, that's one way to punish them.
If they're either being aggressive or they're clumped up like that while you guys have ad, then that's one way to do it. Though if it's even Ubers and stuff, I wouldn't recommend being the one initiating, because if it's even, then they should be using what you're doing.
If it's even, you have the point. Let them come to you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm saying that. So yeah, that's what you want to do. But yes, it is possible. Alternatively as well, if you guys want to use into them, you can go for like a demo scout Uber through main like this. So your demo walks out like this, and then you use. Then your demo fires close while your scout rushes in. Then from there, on a follow up, then for a follow up, your heavy is gonna come in from drop down and just kind of like shoot, so you get even more like space and roll them even harder. But that's if you guys have Uber ad, and the team is like all clumping up here. So that's something you can do. Otherwise, then just sit back on here. For flanks, you have a couple options while you're playing on while your combo is in elbow. Generally, you're gonna find yourself rotating a lot, because it's never a good idea to just kind of stagnate in one spot specifically as a flank. Your soldier is generally going to be jumping around a lot and like rotating a bunch everywhere, and your scout is also going to be just like holding flanks until you guys want to make a play together. It's a bit more separated on this map, though you definitely can play together a lot and follow up off each other very well. It's just like the plays are slightly different. As a scout, generally, I just like to kind of like roam back and forth and just kind of watch like for spies, jumpers, or whatever. And then if there's an opportunity for us to go in, or if our combo wants to make a play, then I get myself ready. So that's either just like pushing down here with my NG or even heavy sometimes, with the soldier even, that also works, just like whatever. And and then just like playing from under. You can alternatively as well, you can even like go from drop down like this and run through the elbow. This is a good way to get a flank. Though this is not a good idea unless you have like something to play off of, because just like walking in behind like this is basically a throw. So don't do that unless you have some sort of support. Yeah. Otherwise, then you can just hold flanks, like kind of be a Roomba, like with the spies, your bombers, stuff like that. And then yeah, so that's what you can do if you want to for a scout. Then for soldier, like I said, you generally want to be like jumping around a lot and also provide additional spam so that you can lock out even more areas. An example of that could be like even sitting in apps and just spamming down, because if you just like spam down like this as a soldier, that's like insane amounts of like damage and control, and you're getting like extra space. So this is like contesting this area even more. And then you're also an extra like hand as well if the sniper chooses to play here, though you don't have, sniper doesn't have to play here for you to decide to kind of spam from this point. Soldier can also be jumping around like from maybe this platform, like jumping onto cargo here if you can, maybe try and contest here, though obviously not feeding. Going in from under with scout, maybe like destroying their gun and pestering them so that they have another threat to worry about. Or if you want even, you can get your scout to kind of like get in here. And then if your soldier wants, he can jump in from like maybe your apps into like their hut. So if let's say the sniper is peeking from hut and there's no one there, then the scout can run in from elbow, and then your soldier can jump in and try to get the sniper together. Then once you're behind, you guys can just like continue to stay behind and just kind of like apply pressure, or you can choose to hit back. Though I will only personally hit back if like we don't have enough resources to do anything, or they are like starting to chase us. So like they send like 5 people over to like deal with the flanks. Otherwise, then you can just stay behind and kind of like be annoying. So yeah, you can also coordinate with your spy as soldier, by the way. Though that is more like team chemistry than like Maptalk kind of things. So yeah. So that's that for flanks. Now, if you guys end up losing point, then generally you guys are going to be playing a bit more from cargo, because since you guys are playing more aggressively, though if you do have point and you're trying to like defend point, cargo is a very bad place to play because of the fact that you have this side lane here to worry about, you have drop down, under, people jumping from cargo, spies from behind, so yeah, you're exposed basically everywhere. As well as like elbow, even this side as well. So yeah, there's a ton of places for you to get hit from. So it's not a good idea for you guys to like stagnate here if you guys have point. And also, just in general, if you guys find yourself stagnating, you can always try something else. So yeah, just because I say that you guys generally are going to be playing on behind cargo when you guys don't have point, doesn't mean you have to do it all the time. And goes for like everything in cloth, or even like upward, or like just payload. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, yeah, if you guys are playing behind cargo, generally you can expect a dispenser to maybe be on here. Heavy can be playing in the apps, or even like drop down like near here to try and hit glitch and point. Sometimes Heavy can also be playing like near under and like watching this area. NG's usually gonna have his gun like either here or here. Flanks are gonna be doing the same thing they've been doing before. Pyro is gonna be like around this area, as well as Med. Always make sure you're checking up here, checking behind here, as well as up here for spies. And it's not just the Pyro's job, everybody should be doing their part to like check for themselves, especially like the medic. And yeah, so you guys want to be looking around, making sure that you're actually paying attention to your surroundings, and blah blah blah. Then once you guys are going for more aggressive pushes, or you guys are trying to like contest point, your heavy can either like play from jail like this as well, like peeking. Even hit glitching from this spot can be useful if they're like playing aggressively, if not just like peeking from like here. Then your demo can be on the other side of ramp like this, just pushing in. Your demo can even like flush them out from elbow from spamming in this area, like from drop down. This is a very powerful spam spot. Your scout can run on point, edge around like this. Your soldier can like jump up maybe on cargo here and just like extra spam. If you want, your scout can even like hide up to here as well as your NG to avoid a sniper sideline like this, so you can just like hide up here. Though it's very important to make sure that you lock out like this area here as well as this area. Yeah, and then your medic is just gonna be playing like behind here, healing up your demo, making sure that there's no like sniper watching. And if you guys aren't even Uber, or you guys want to Uber into them, then you are gonna go for like an Uber exchange. So your demo and pyro most likely during the exchange are going to be walking out like this. Then your pyro is going to be trying to deny people off a point, and then your demo is going to be trying to either trap out point, or if you guys manage to get a lot of space, use that space so that you can have your sticks over here to deal damage later once they fade. Then they have to back out. Then from there you just play post, and kind of just like focus on fighting point. So like again, to reiterate what I mean by post, if you guys forgot when I said the last time, it can be like soldier and scout following in after the Uber ends, heavies peeking in, kind of like to disrupt them from preparing or like going in for a push. Demo, getting heals and just like walking in, stuff like that. So basically what you do after the Uber ends, sniper peeking, spy going for a pick, etc, etc. So that's basically that for Warmtic. Otherwise, most of the stuff just kind of comes in from experience and like kind of forming your own game sense. But that's the basic gist of how usually you're going to be playing Warmtic as a team, especially beginners side. Advanced strategy and everything come later. You guys have any questions?
Anything for spy? Like tips maybe?
Spy specifically, alright. I mentioned before, it's very important to play off of your team. So it's not so much like a tip for Warmtic specifically, but for spy in general, where you can communicate with, like, especially your flanks and soldier, that you might be in position to do something. Let's say like there's a sniper inside like hut, right? And you want to make a play on the sniper, then you can say like, okay, I'm in position to kill sniper, you know, so you want to bomb, then your soldier can do something to get everyone to look at you, to look at him, and then you decloak from the sniper and like stab him. Same thing can go for like other plays, like maybe the medic is like behind you like this, and then you want to like kill the med. You can ask the soldier to do the same thing. You basically just like communicate with your team so that you can like coordinate and just like play off of what they want to do. So it's always a good idea to like calm that. You know, let's say like, oh, I'm in position. Can you pressure the combo? Then like they start walking forward and making a distraction. Then you just like decloak and try to get the pick. That's something you can do. It's also important for your team to communicate what targets you should prioritize as well. Because even though generally you want to like focus on like combo picks as well as sniper stuff like that, sometimes maybe like let's say the heavy is really like getting a lot of value, then maybe your combo might ask like, hey, can you focus the heavy? Then basically just like target him instead. So that's like something you can try to employ in your tactics as a spy player. Otherwise, tips can be spy spots. One is obviously here. You can just kind of like, while you're cloaked, you can just like sit back like this and then decloak. And then from here you can either like go for like a heavy or sniper pick if they're playing an apps. You can drop down on the combo, stuff like that. Other places you can decloak is in this bush. As I say here, decloak. Maybe the snipers there, you can go for him. If you want to not get hurt, you can like decloak even further back like this and then start walking up. Or using this truck, you can jump up like this and then go for a stab. You can decloak inside of this bunker and go for a stab. Even in window also that works. Elbow is also useful because if the combo is playing inside elbow, you can actually try and decloak here like this and then walk out from hut and then go for a tick. It's also a good idea to try and it also can be a good idea to like try and get the flanks as well. If let's say your flanks are like trying to push in or something, then you can try and like contest them and together. Fight together. So while your flanks are fighting, you can just kind of like decloak and then catch the other flanks off guard. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Anyone else? If not, then I'll just go over to like visual, and then I guess I'll do like the quick demo review. All right.
I think no. Yeah, maybe we can proceed to visual.
Yeah, visual is a bit more straightforward since it's kind of similar to Upward, just a lot faster.
Yeah, we played visual for the first time and we didn't know the call outs, so we were kind of like clueless.
Yeah, that happens. Anyways, okay, so here's the call outs.